Hello, hello. We just got back from Equinox Valley Nursery and picked up some gorgeous plants. And I'm just gonna show you, just to take you along with me while we plant these up. Bert's gonna be doing a few little garden chores as well. So we did this last week, and maybe you have a few garden chores that you'd like to do along with me. Maybe there are just those little things, those little areas that you need to tie up and make sure that they're all together before the season really kicks into gear. But look at the irises, y'all. They look so pretty. I'm really excited. Let me go ahead and show you the plants. Look at the sun. It's so nice out today. Okay, so we have these beautiful plants. Some gorgeous Hoopla Vivid Orchid petunias. We already planted 2 of these, and I'm excited to plant more of them because they performed so well for us last year. Gorgeous. So I'll put the stats for that on the screen. Then we have these gorgeous Sun Patiens. These are the Impatiens Sun Patiens Compact Lavender Splash. Darker leaf on that one. And the little buds are sort of like this rosy color, little rosy buds, and then they open to that soft purple. We got a bunch of Ipomoeas for a project in the back that we probably won't be planting today, but we got those, so that's nice to have. And then I have this Sweet Caroline Bewitched After Midnight, which we're going to be putting in the cottage border. And then the Bewitched Green with Envy. But I think we're going to save those for a project in the back. And then we have this Sun Patient, which is the Compact Lavender. A very pretty pink, and we have those underneath the hydrangea standards in the back there. Right there on either side. Those are really, really pretty. We did those last year. They do perfect in that spot that gets some dappled shade, then some dappled sun, then some dappled sun throughout the day. So it's kind of a hodgepodge. And then we have a few beautiful perennials to plant as well. Let me show you those. This one here. Look at that gorgeous hosta. So this is the Shadowland Hope Springs. Hope Springs Eternal Shadowland. Proven winners hosta. It gets 22 inches tall, 47-inch spacing, hardy down to -40, so zone 3. A ruffled hosta that will bring joy year after year. Heart-shaped blue leaves have crisp, creamy white edges. They look kind of buttery instead of creamy, but how gorgeous is that? I love that, ruffly. And then a beautiful sweet woodruff that is in full bloom. So with these 2, I think I'm going to be putting those in pots. Oh, I'm so excited, you guys. It's such a gorgeous day. Let's do some stuff. Okay, so while we are working, I think Bert's going to replace our tripods that are in the long borders in the cottage garden. And I think I'm gonna just try out something for this little stacked stone area. Bert has been loving taking the flat stones, the blue slate that we have all over our property, and kind of creating these little stacked stone areas. And I think it's so charming. It makes me just want to plant those areas up. So I'll show you another one that he did. And then he did a big area. Oh my gosh, I just hit the irises. And then he did a big area in the back, which is just so gorgeous. It's like part of our little fernery. I think it's so fun. But he did this little area right here as well. Just in the hillside. I think it's really charming. So we're gonna go ahead and plant that up, because when you have a structure in place, it kind of does inspire you to just fill it up. Okay, so here we have the Petticoat Pinkberry Pie Sun Patient. I think that's a really pretty color. I wanted something that was a bit brighter that would stand out in this shadier area. But this fills up with foxgloves, wild foxgloves here. So I think this will be nice. Let's just put them in there. I might set them in their containers just for a few days, just to see how we like it and how they like it in that area. Oh, the foxgloves are all budded up. That's so exciting. Oh, this is a different type. This is the Sonic Magic Pink Impatient. Oop. And that is, oh, that's the petticoat one again. All right, so we'll leave those in there and see how we like that. And then if we like them, we can plant them. If not, we can try something different. Okay, so now we're in the cottage garden, and this is the next area that we're going to tackle. Basically, we have some coleus in this area. One right there, one there. There's 4 of them in here, and they are struggling. I think it was the really cold May that we had. I think they just didn't like those temperatures. And then an unhealthy plant is just going to attract lots of pests. And I think that's what's happened here. They're just not happy at all. So I'm gonna fill this area up. I'll probably cut those back, and then I'm gonna mulch it because we have all of the beech casings, the beech tree that's right above us here. See? Really beautiful beech tree right there. But all of the casings, when the leaves come out in the spring, they drop all these casings, and so that's kind of everywhere. So I think we'll just refresh it with some mulch. We planted up those foxgloves the other day, and I think it's gonna be nice just to get a nice fresh look over here. There are just so many rocks in here. It's so funny. Rock and roll. But I just wanted to show you how sweet Georgie is. She's just right here. Her little helper. Hey, baby girl. You having a good time? Sweet girl. So we just finished that up, but Bert's got a little load that I wanted to show you. What you got there?
Some tripods.
Yay! Looking good. So we're going to be replacing these little ones, puny ones, for some bigger ones, huh?
Yep.
You used my little mini battery operated chainsaw.
Perfect tool.
Yeah, it really is.
Occasion.
So light. Neat. That's exciting.
Yeah, I think it's going to be awesome. I tried to cut them really long.
Yeah, they look good. I like that you're using a birch one.
Yeah.
That'll be pretty. Okay, so over here, this is what we've been up to. I think already it looks more full and it looks much better, even without the mulch. So I think I am going to cut back the coleus, but I just sort of popped those over so we could fit everything else in there. There was some Dusty Miller. Dusty Miller is biennial here for us. It sticks around for a second year. And so there were a couple little clusters that I replanted there at the end. Then we have the sun patiens in the back. Georgie, just showing us what a bucolic life looks like in the countryside in Vermont. Hey, George. And then we planted the Ipomoea here. Like I said, we scooched over the coleus and added some fertilizer. So hopefully that helps those out. But already I think it looks more full and cohesive. I'm gonna mulch it. Hopefully when these kind of settle in and start doing their thing, the foxgloves start to bloom. Hydrangea, it's just gonna look gorgeous. It already does look gorgeous to me. I think it's beautiful. So let's water everything in and then we'll mulch. Okay, all done there. Let's move on to the next project. The next area is our dining garden. It just needs a little bit of cleanup, but I like how wild it looks this time of year. It's just so nice to have lots of green everywhere. I'm so sweaty. My body's not used to this warmth yet. So right here in this area, we have a tree stump, and we had these beautiful purple tulips sitting on the tree stump and then beside the tree stump in spring, and it just looked really, really beautiful in early spring to have that color and to have it a little bit higher up. Since you know how it goes, so many of those early spring bloomers are really low to the ground. Tulips are statuesque, but really it's about 2 feet at best, maybe 1.5 feet for those tulip blooms. So we really wanted some height, especially in these dining garden borders. But now I'm going to replace them with some beautiful shade-loving things, and I wanted to do shade-loving perennials in pots here. I'm going to be planting up a hosta that I showed you earlier in a pot, and that sweet woodruff as well. There's something so magical about planting up hostas in pots. I've just seen that there's this French designer who has a beautiful garden. I think in French it's Cottage de Catalan, but it's like looks like Cordelia de Castellane. And she has a feature on House and Gardens that shows her garden, and it's so stunning and inspiring to me. I think the garden designer's name is Simone Shinek. I think she's based out of the UK, but I could be wrong about that. But they planted up a bunch of hostas in pots and sort of put them in this overhang area, kind of an old firewood shed that they'd opened up a little window in the back, and they put a bunch of hostas and pots in the window. I just love the look of hostas and pots, particularly old aged terracotta pots and stone pots. I just think it looks so gorgeous. So let's go ahead and pot those up, and then I'll show you how it looks. I think it looks really sweet on the stump. I really like the hosta. I'm wondering if the woodruff is getting lost, if we should maybe find another spot for it. Maybe even tuck it on the other side, but that does look really sweet. Here, let me show you from here. I could also tuck it by that big boulder. Let's see. That's another option. Tucked back there. You can't really tell, but it's very steep back there. Yeah, I like the hosta a lot. How does that look back there? Let me see. Okay, I think I actually liked it better somewhere around here, so it's like a cluster. So I think I'm just gonna pop it behind and just level it off, and we'll do that for now and see how we like it. Okay, yeah, I like that. That way you can still see the Hakonakloa and everything. I think that's a sweet little pairing. Okay, next project. Now we're back in the cottage garden. How you doing?
Good. Just remembering how much I don't like digging holes in this garden.
You forgot?
You always think it's gonna be easier.
I know, you always do. So you have all 3 of those holes, and then you have them on both sides? Nice.
Yes.
Were you able to stay away from the morning glory over there?
Yeah, I dug up one, but I'm gonna maybe plant it over here so that.
Oh, nice, yeah, love that. Great. I do think it's getting lost behind this. Gosh, it looks beautiful back here with the lamium and everything. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. Can you move the whole thing this way just a touch? Oh, I like that. That's sweet. Woodruff.
Woodruff.
You like that?
I love it.
Oh, that's nice.
I think that's pretty, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, that's sweet, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, I think that looks really nice. That's beautiful. That was Bert's idea to put this begonia that we've had in that pot. I think that's gorgeous. And then this one over here, it's just so nice to add that height back there. So that's on a birch tree stump that we had in the woods. And this is in a tree stump right there. Has some beautiful moss and lichen on it. And then this urn. Okay, so I have these two Hoopla Vivid Orchid petunias, super petunias. These just perform so well for us. And I wanted to fill in this space because all of these beautiful grape hyacinth are going to be cut back in the next probably 3 weeks or so. So I wanted to fill in this space. You know, we have some Gara over there. We have some sedum and lupins and violas and nepeta and things like that over here. We have some lamb's ear and geums over on this side. But I just kind of wanted to tuck this in here so it kind of bridges the gap between our different perennials and everything in here. Might even put them exactly where these tulips are. Yeah, I can just pull these up. We can go ahead and plant these up on the hill or put them in a plant pot or something. But maybe right there would be nice. And then match it on this side. Yeah, I think that'll look nice. Let me get those in the ground. All right, I think that's it for my gardening projects for today. Now it's time to clean up, and I think Bert's gonna finish off with these tripods. We were just talking about it, and I think I really like the birch one. Gosh, it'd be nice if we could get all three that were the same size of the birch. We were talking about maybe painting them, the other two to match the birch, but that might look kind of funny. It'll just take a minute for those to grow in, the morning glories. So we just wanted them to look a little bit more uniform. Let me show you. So see, this one's so pretty. It matches like all of that. What are your thoughts?
I think it looks okay. It would be nice if they were all birch. I just don't know if we have enough.
What do you think about painting them?
Oh, I think painting would be a good idea.
Okay.
Let's try it. I mean, it's always worth a try.
Sure. I think it's good though. This is a good size for them.
Okay.
All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and clean up. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you were able to get some gardening projects done in this time. It's a really nice time of year, and the black fly season is almost gone, hopefully, so fingers crossed. There's a lot of beautiful things in the garden right now. That gorgeous baptisia is in bloom next to the irises. It's just a beautiful time to be in Vermont and be in the garden. Thank you for joining me. Please like this video if you like, and subscribe if you're not already. Gosh, I can't believe how quickly we're growing. It's so exciting to have such a big group of friends here to chat about gardening. And I will see you again very soon. Okay,